Hello, welcome to my tutorial channel. Today I'd like to talk about plagiarism and how we cite other people's works when we are developing ours. This is a typical Turnitin result of a particular paper someone submitted to a journal. And we have decided to check to see the percentage of overall similarity index. In other words, the percentage of plagiarized content in this work. And sometimes, why do we have a high similarity index in our study? It is because we weren't taught properly how to cite. Sometimes some people think that when they copy from existing work and paste into their works without fully paraphrasing, that they have cited well. And so some people will claim, after all, I have given credit to the author. No, that's not correct. So when you cite, you need to paraphrase in your own study. So if you take a look at in this particular case here, you will see that this author has a 47% overall similarity index. And the software, Turnitin software, have tried to show top searches found in the following database: 39% internet database and 24% publications database. And of course, Crossref has a lot to do with assisting Turnitin to pick up some of these documents. And then 30% came from submitted works database. Okay, so but one good thing about checking your work for plagiarism is that you will be able to know the top sources, okay, where your work, where you copied from actually, okay, or where you cited your work without paraphrasing properly. So you can see that these are some of the sources, and these are the top sources. The author picked from vdocument.in, the internet, and then it's 5%, and then submitted work on this, submitted works, then you have 4%. And I like to also show you more. From Willy Library, the author picked 4%, so which means some journal articles published by Willy, the author cited, copied from those work and pasted into his or her work without proper paraphrasing. And so it accounted to 4%. And then from viewdocuments.mx, also internet source, for which has a color green, and then move. This is 3, this is 4, is number 4 is 2%. So you can see also this is also 2%. This is 2%, this is 2%, and then this is from the university library, and 2%, and then from ajo.info, also internet. So these are all internet sources, 1%. But that does not mean that you're not encouraged to pick to cite documents published from the internet sources. No, that does not mean that. But what it means is that you need to, when you pick up the document that you want to cite, when you copy out the area that you want put into your work, you need to paraphrase them and still give credit to the authors. If you don't do that, then your work will be highly plagiarized. Okay, so you can see also that we have some other places where the author copied, which are not really much, quite not significant. They are quite small. Like you have, this is less than 1%, from ResearchGate, from UNN.edu, IORS journal, and stuff, and other stuff like that. But again, what informs today's lecture is that I want to find a way to explain to my students how to cite without plagiarizing. And so this is a typical example of an original source below. So this particular paragraph here this paragraph here shows a work that I want to cite. In fact, I want this paragraph into my own work, and I want to paraphrase it properly, okay, such that I will use it in my work. Now, I like to read below. He said, work related learning as an umbrella term includes informal, formal, and self directed learning. That is according to Decisions 2020. Now, look at how I have paraphrased it here in my own work. And I said, a previous research, Decisions 2020, suggests that various forms of learning, including the informal, formal, and self regulated, are widely known with the term work related learning. Now you can see my own statement here. My own is almost longer, is longer, appear longer than the previous one. And there's something key. That's a key point here. You will notice that this particular sentence started with work-related learning, but my own sentence here has now changed to a previous research. Okay, so if I start this same citation here from using this same word, work related learning, as an umbrella, if I started there, once I lift this work related learning, work related learning, as once I have one, two, three words or fourth word inside my own, starting my own sentence or my own citation, the plagiarism software will automatically catch me. It will flag it plagiarized. That is one secret. Then look at the second sentence. It said, the learning content results from particular challenges of the work task and is therefore job specific, according to this author. Okay, and then I said I had to paraphrase this. Now I said learners. So this is quite longer than the previous work because I tried to read this, make meaning of it, and then rewrite it in my own words. So here is that learners in the informal setting undertake learning contents developed to address specific challenges of work tasks which make the learning more specific to certain work roles. That same author. So I have also given this same author the credit, okay, because this idea originated from this same author, even though that the sentence made by the same author, by the original author, is not the same as mine. Are you seeing that? So I have this same thing I have said here is exactly what this person has said in this sentence here. Okay, in this sentence, but in a different way, I have resaid it in my own word, and this is the originality here. Okay, so there is no way the plagiarism software will actually flag this as plagiarized because I have said it in my own way, and then I've also given credit to the owner. Then look at the next one. Informal learning is a multi-dimensional construct that includes facets such as trying and applying own ideas, model learning, feedback, and reflection. That is according to Decisions 2021. Now look at what I have done here. Because I am trying to capture the keywords as exactly the constructs of the informal learning, because here the original author talked about a multi-dimensional construct, very key, quite important, that include facets such as trying and applying own ideas, that is one dimension construct one, model learning, which is construct number 2, feedback construct number 3, and reflection construct number 4. So because I do not want to alter these constructs of informal learning, okay, now I have now presented it this way, and I said as Decisions et al., that is this 2024, so I had to visit the original author's work in 2021 in their publication in 2021 to find out the exact place where this sentence was made. And then And I said, according as Desos et al. 2021, page 43, page 43, that is where this sentence was made verbatim, have noted informal learning has several dimensions. Now, I have changed this multidimensional construct to several dimensions, which include, okay, I now have to put quotation mark, because I want to capture exactly from here this construct number one, construct number two, construct number three, and construct number four, because I want to capture this here. So that is why I have put this quotation marks from this point, this construct one, construct two, construct three, and four. I have to put this quotation mark and then put the page number. So what this particular citation mean now, this particular sentence citation mean, is that from here, from this point to this, I've said it in my own word, but from here to this point, I am using verbatim what Desels et al. 2018, 2021 said. Okay, so I have acknowledged that I am lifting it verbatim, and that is why I have to put the page number and put quotation marks I'm quoting. So when you quote appropriately and give credit to the author and acknowledging the page number where you lifted from, the plagiarism software will not flag it as plagiarized. You won't be penalized, okay? And so let us look at the last one. It said informal learning fosters resources conducive to employability, such as job specific skills, job involvement, or self-efficacy, according to these authors, right? So this is exactly how it is, or it was, from the document where I want to pull from to support, to add to my work. And now look at how I've written this, and watch out that my own sentences are always longer than the previous one. I'm not saying that it has to be. It could be longer, it could be shorter, but what is most important here is that you have resaid it in your own words, in your own language, to differ from the original author's work, okay, and then still give credit to the authors. Now, I said evidence in the so I said evidence in the literature, that is according to these authors, shows that the informal learning can foster resources that are helpful to enhance employability, such as right skills for specific work role, job involvement, and one's ability to perform well in their work roles. That is, in bracket, open and close, self-efficacy. So now look at here. It said informal learning fosters resources conducive to employability, okay, such as job specific skills, job involvement, or self-efficacy. Now I have decided to also break it down. I've also decided to break self-efficacy down, because self-efficacy is one's ability to perform well in their work role. That is a definition of self-efficacy. So I have, just to define this, just to make sure that this plus this and this, do not enter into this sentence. Because once you have job involvement and self-efficacy in this line, the plagiarism software will likely, color it and tell you that you got this from the previous source. So this is how you can paraphrase, and this is how you can. This is a very good practice that you need to learn. Yeah, it is difficult, but this will really save you a whole lot of embarrassment as an academic, as a graduate student, okay? Because I have seen that there are a couple of software that people recommend you can use to rewrite articles, article rewriting software, these article rewriting software that, yeah, beautiful. Yeah, sometimes they do rewrite, but sometimes when you read some of these articles, academic contents rewritten by these software, sometimes you find out that they will lack coherence. They will lack. You will struggle to understand what they're actually trying to say. Okay, so if you are doing a blog, or if you are posting just as a freelancer on the internet, yeah, you can decide to use that. But for academic work, article rewriter can't give you the best that you need, right? So that leads me to this. The tips to help you avoid plagiarism. Number one, I said read the sentence you wish to cite, understand it well, rewrite the sentence in your own words based on what you understood the original authors meant, and then still cite the others. So that's exactly what happened here. So you can see from this point, this sentence here, you can see I read it and I understood it, and then I had to now re-say it in my own words. So you can see that's the sentence here. Okay, so the second one is do not copy the citations and paste verbatim in your manuscript. No, do not claim that because, oh, after all, look at this sentence has citation, therefore if I put it in my work I have cited these authors, so I don't have problem. No, if you do this you have plagiarized. So you need to read this statement, understand it, and then make meaning, and then re-say it in your own words. Then number three is from my rewritten paragraph above, I stated I started every citation with my own new words, different from those of the original authors. If you start the paraphrasing with the same first words used by the original authors, the plagiarism software will trace the origin of the citation online and flag it plagiarized. Now, look at this. Here, for example, said informal learning fosters resources. Now, this word informal, the other one learning, the other one fosters. If it starts your next sentence, if you start your own sentence using informal learning fosters, automatically, as soon as you are done with it and put this citation here, the plagiarism software will trace it, because it has a way of tracking sentences, so it will trace it from the origin. And so once you have 3 words, 2 to 3, 4 words that you pick from a previous work into your own work, definitely you're going to your work is going to be flagged as plagiarized. Okay, and then lastly, while there are many article rewritten software available online, most times the rewritten sentences will lack coherence and readers may struggle with comprehension. This approach may be tedious or stressful, but surely the best way to avoid plagiarism. So, as a student, as a university teacher, you need to um, understand this approach. Yeah, I understand that this is quite stressful, but I bet you this is the best you can get. And I've used this approach to publish extensively in good journals. Yeah, in the best of the best journals, without having to worry about plagiarism, or without subjecting my works to softwares to check for plagiarism and stuff like that. Because some of the top journals that we aim to publish with have already inbuilt plagiarism software in their submission platforms. So as manuscripts are being submitted, the editors are already seeing the percentage content of your similarity index. So in most cases, most journals may not take up to 15% or 10% or 12% or 20%, as the case may be. So this is how you can avoid the embarrassment of um, having plagiarized other people's work, thinking that you have cited them and referenced them correctly. Okay, so in a nutshell, in summary, when you copy people's work and put into your work and do bracket open and close and insert the citations, that does not in itself mean that you have done well. What it simply means is that you have just plagiarized. Okay, so if you find this video helpful, please share to your student, and let's keep doing the good thing. Thank you so much.